And I've been getting this a lot actually this week. I have been really struggling lately with pain and fatigue. Is there anything I can do? And with pain and fatigue, I like to remind people that a lot of times there's a quantity issue. And right now we're in August, there's a lot of things going on, things changing. People are going back to school, either colleges or kids are looking at going back to school in one form or another. And things are changing in terms of what is our fall going to look like, what's going to be available. And so there's a lot of uncertainty still going on. For pain and fatigue, we have kind of like a bucket. And that bucket can be filled up with a lot of different things. It can be filled up with anything. We refer to it as stress, but that can be physical activity. That can be psychosocial stress, financial stress, relationship stress. It can also be things like allergies, illness, temperature. And so you get these different stressors that start to fill up your bucket. And how big your bucket is really depends on your overall health. And so depending on the amount of activity you've been able to do, how your health is, depends on how much you're going to tolerate. And so yours is not necessarily going to be the same as your partner's or as your friends or as a coworker. And so the thing to understand is that when your bucket is full and it starts to overflow, it doesn't matter what it is that's causing it to overflow. You can only put so much in it, and then things start running out. And so if the thing that is causing it to overflow is that walk that you took, or that tough conversation you had, or the food allergy sensitivity for that donut you just ate, things just start bubbling over. And as people, we really are in this kind of like, I want to figure out why mindset and what's different, and I haven't done anything different. And the reality is that you might not have done anything different, but if your bucket's already full, it doesn't take much to push it over. And so you really want to work on things that are going to empty that bucket out. And so exercise can be really helpful for increasing the size of that overall bucket. But if you're already on the edge, you have to be careful about quantity. And so that's how one day you can go for a 15-minute walk and feel great and life is wonderful. And then 2 days later, you try and do a 10-minute walk and it's awful and you can hardly get home. And what you want to do is step back and see, okay, what are the other factors in my life? How are my allergies doing? How is my sleep doing? Am I dehydrated? All of those things affect your setting and how full that bucket is. And then what it does is it helps you to get away from looking for that one thing. Well, it was my walk that flared me up and I'm never doing that again. Or, my exercises don't work. It helps you to kind of reframe it and see, where am I at overall? How much can I really handle? And what can I do to kind of lower my load and support myself so that way I make it through and can keep going. And so when that load is high, with higher stress, higher uncertainty, maybe you've been working more hours trying to get stuff done, maybe you need more support for your system. So that could be meditation, massage, take a bath, have some downtime to calm down and relax. That could be going for a walk and improving some of the stress that way. But when things are tougher and your bucket's full, you need to make sure you have that extra support to help you through it. And when things are good, great, then you can push. So keep that in mind. Hopefully you can take a step back, look at that big picture, and that'll kind of help get you through some of those tougher days.